I'm the king of the world. I shook up the world.
Who number one in the welterweight division now?
Man down, straps easy. I know what time it is, baby.
I'm the best fighter ever.
I'm the best ever.
I'm pound for pound the baddest man throwing down.
Ain't no safety on this block.
What up, boxing world? It's your boy J Rod. Just dropping in real quick because just heard some news. Been checking the surfaces, and felt like I needed to at least drop a video real quick. My studio's kind of been down. I was working on something a minute ago, and my computer just kept crashing, so I'm kind of using something else right now. But yeah, man, I'm back rolling for a short period of time until I get, my situation handled and fixed. But I just wanted to come in and touch base with the new news that's going on. So supposedly it's rumored that Alexis Rocha may be potentially looking for a fight with Terence Crawford. For those of you who don't know Alexis Rocha, he lost to Speedy Rashidi Ellis in a 10-round decision. It was a good fight. He's a good fighter. He's won every fight after that, including your boy Blair the Flair. Woo, Cobbs. I was a fan of his for a minute, man, because when the whole thing was going down with him and Blair the Flair, as you saw in the media, a lot of things was going on leading up to that fight, which I'll get to in a minute. Just wanted to talk about his record. He's won a couple of fights right after Blair the Flair. He's had 3 fights in 2022, all successful wins. I don't know if you guys, read up on a lot on, all the fighters. I do. I know a lot of you guys got favorites out there, so you just mainly pay attention to them mostly. But if you're a boxing head, you know who Alexis Rocha is, and you know what's been going on with him. He's been having trouble trying to get fights made. A lot of his fights just continue to fall through. So Alexis Rocha was scheduled to fight. I believe it was Anthony Young. That fight fell through. And now he's supposed to be fighting this Saturday against George Ashley. Forgive me if I'm saying his name wrong. But yeah, he's supposed to be fighting George Ashley this weekend, January the 28th. We're not 100% sure if that fight's going to go through because he's like I say, he's been having a tough time, trying to get opponents to fight him. Or trying to get an opponent in the ring, kind of the same thing that Adrian Broner is going through. So we're gonna find out if this fight is actually gonna happen this Saturday. From what I read in the sources, he's having trouble finding opponents. But another thing that I picked up on is a potential fight with Terence Crawford, and let me tell you, I actually would love to see that fight because, Alexis Rocha is a very good fighter. What I seen with him in that Blair Cobbs fight, he can box well. He knows how to cut off the ring. He doesn't have that bad of a footwork, but he has a very good jab and throws pretty good combinations. And he's a boxer puncher, and he's normally looking to press the issue. So like I say, he's a very good fighter. I think this would be a very good matchup for Terence Crawford. But once again, here come the Spence fans, man. They already. I've been looking at a lot of the comments between YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and stuff like that. They're already trashing this fight. I don't know why. For the love of God, I don't know why they're already trashing this fight. So yeah, The fight's not even made yet. It's just rumored that he may fight Terence Crawford next. Terence Crawford does need a ring partner if he's not going to fight Errol the True Spence. And speaking of Errol the True Spence, what I'm not understanding is, how people are already bashing Terence Crawford if he fights Alexis Rocha, who's, in my opinion, a very competitive fighter, who he's going to be coming in there to win the fight. I don't know why, these fighters keep getting bashed, but Terence Crawford's getting bashed for it, right? But yet, they're out here singing Errol Spence's praises for taking a fight with a fighter that he did not want to fight at 154 for a fight that was originally supposed to be mandated at 147. But, scratch that. It's a fight that's also with an inactive fighter, because Keith has not even fought much. So we're singing praises for Keith, but we're not going to sing praises for Terence Crawford to take on this good, legitimate, competitive fighter who's been active, who's been fighting. You know what I'm saying? This guy has his past 3-4 previous fights. He's been winning all of his fights. And, if he does get this fight this weekend, that's going to be another W under his belt. So I don't see what would the problem be. I'll be looking forward to this fight. If it does happen, I can't wait to see it. Like I said, that whole situation going on with Blair, to me, that kind of gave Alexis Rocha some good following, because leading up to that fight with Blair the Flair Cobbs, Mr. Blair the Flair, woo, Cobbs, he was talking a lot of trash, and a lot of people was taking it sideways and just calling him a shit talker. But I kind of liked what Blair was doing. You know what I'm saying? I felt like the sport needed someone like Blair the Flair to come in and kind of give it its live energy. So I'm not gonna hold Blair, anything against Blair for doing what he did, because it was promotion, and like I said, I liked it. It was very entertaining. He was being an entertainer. But yeah, for Rocha to go in there and he took it personal, so he went in there and he put the beats on Blair the Flair. So, and I'm pretty sure that boosted up his following. So this guy's got a lot going on. He's got a lot of momentum, and fuel to his fire, I want to say, because of that. And like I said, he's lost. He's not lost. He's won, his last 3 or 4 fights, and he KO'd Blair the Flair. This guy's a competitive fighter, so I don't think we should knock it. But I just want to drop that little news real quick with Terence Crawford and that potential fight with Alexis Rocha. If we're not going to get the Errol Spence Jr. fight, I wouldn't mind this one. I could see Alexis Rocha fighting Terence Crawford, because Virgil Ortiz doesn't seem interested in activating this mandatory. The only other person that's left besides him and Alexis Rocha is Keith Thurman, who's going to be busy with Errol Spence Jr. from what it's said to be, and it's supposed to be done in possibly May. So that only leaves Alexis Rocha in the third rankings for him to step up and fight Terence Crawford. So yeah, I don't mind seeing that fight. I think it's going to be a great fight. Until then, I'll try to get my stuff fixed, man, so I could drop that video that I know y'all are going to want to see. Yes, it's got to do with Terence Crawford and Errol Spence Jr. Get at your boy, J-Rod with J-Rod's Level Up Boxing TV, and I'm out your ear. Peace.